time, the moment you've been waiting for. Get ready for the fastest 60 minutes of marketing strategies and tactics to grow and scale your business from anywhere in the world. After 167 agonizing hours, we've returned for a brand new Aloha Marketing Jam session. And now, here are your hosts.
Welcome, everyone. Woo, listen to that crowd, Sandy.
I know, it's enormous.
They are fired up. They know that today, this particular Friday Aloha Marketing Jam session is our holiday extravaganza. You have to say it that way every time. A big Merry Sharkmas to everybody on the feed today. Welcome. My co-host, Sandy Smith. Thanks so much for coming and hanging out and doing this with us.
This is absolutely my pleasure, and I feel it's an honor. Thank you for having me.
You'll make me blush, Sandy. You'll make me blush. So, Sandy, where are you located?
I'm in Bangor, Maine. I'm in about the central part of the state.
Oh, wow. Okay, yeah. I've never been up there.
You got to come up in the summertime.
I've been there
come
for
up in the summer.
In the summer?
Yeah.
Not the winter, huh?
No, sir.
Fantastic. Well, let's take a look at the comments. Let's see who all is here on this holiday special show with us. Let's see. We got Doug Page. Welcome, Doug. We got Kim. We got Oli, John, David, Wendy, Jeff. Welcome, everybody. So every year we do a holiday extravaganza. What's up, Dorn? This year is no exception. Today is that day. So in addition to our regularly scheduled live show stuff like shout outs, accountability check-ins, we're going to be talking to Sandy about what he's doing with the mailers and some other stuff. We're going to be taking your questions, but we're also going to be giving away some amazing gifts today. So on today's show, this is what I'm going to give away. I'm going to give away one treasure chest, which let me see if I have one of these down here. I think I do. We haven't given one of these away in a while. This is our Offline Sharks treasure chest. It is packed with goodies that only the recipients know what are inside. So I'm going to give away one of these today to one lucky person. We're going to give away some Offline Sharks golden tickets. So here's the way that's going to work. I'm going to give away 3 golden tickets that you can use for Offline Sharks products. So we've got a $297 ticket, a $497 ticket, and a $997 ticket. And then we're going to be giving away 4 Amazon gift cards as well, $25 each. So Christmas is coming early. Santa Tom is going to spend Nick's money like it's going out of style. So it's going to be a fun show today. Going to be a fun show. Let's see. Sorry, this nagging cough is still driving me crazy. So we have all that to look forward to on today's show. But first up, why don't we start off with some shark shout outs? Let's celebrate some wins coming in to the end of this year. I think I have those right here. Here we go. So only like a week left to get all of our wins in for 2024. So if you're out there and you have some wins you haven't reported, if you have any recurring wins, make sure that you post those in the group so we can get those logged. I know we're already over $1 million in business that you guys have secured and collected checks for, but how big can we make that? Let's see how big we can. And then we'll start over our tracking at the beginning of 2025. So first up, Mr. Tom Melton, he booked an appointment to talk with a business owner that wants more customers, closed a website rebuild for $750. Solid win there, right, Sandy?
Absolutely.
Yeah, solid win. So every time I see Tom, so in the group, Tom is Thomas Melton. And, you know, there's a famous monk philosopher named Thomas Melton. Did you know that?
No.
Yeah, he wrote a book called it's a well-known book. It's called No Man is an Island by Thomas Melton. So, but he's a pretty popular he's more on the religious side, but a lot of philosophy stuff. So anyway, every time I see Thomas in there, I always think, is it that Thomas Melton? But it's not. That guy's been gone for a while. So great win, Tom. Great win. And some interesting facts about your name. I don't know if you know this either, Sandy, but whenever you Google my name, I don't come up at the top because the guy who wrote, Birdman of Alcatraz, his name is Thomas Gaddis. So, yeah, I know I'd like to feel that. So, awesome. All right. So, next up for the Shark shout-outs, Sandy Alexander, website update to client's existing website. She's adding a new page and fixing a plugin issue, $175 win. Yeah, don't overlook these little maintenance ones, right? These little things like this can add up over the course of a year, and offering this type of stuff. We've done this for a while, Thomas, at our agency. We have some, little packages for when people just need quick fixes, something that doesn't require a lot of time, but maybe an hour or two. And they can be good little pickups here and there.
Could be a good door opener too.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely a great door opener for more stuff. I'm a big proponent of whenever we're doing little things like this, and I know Sandy is really good about this. Sandy Alexander is really good about this, but whenever you're doing anything for a client, that's a great opportunity to bring to their attention any other issues or things that they have going on. If I'm doing something like this on the website and, I always want to take a minute to look around and see what other stuff do they have? Is the Google business profile claimed? Are they posted on social media? Are there other things because instead of having to come in cold and try to sell that stuff, a really great segue into that is, while I was fixing this plugin, I noticed that, and then whatever it is you found, right? We should probably address that too. That can be a really easy way to get some of these little small wins up and get some additional work. All right, let's see who is up next. We've got EG Buzz, SEO, video marketing, and Facebook page growth, $2,750. Man, that is a solid win, EG. EG has been knocking these down right and left. So awesome. Excellent work. Next up, my screen went funky there. Next up, we got Mr. Daryl Patterson. So this was a great win that Daryl posted in the group. So I don't know if you guys know this. Well, let me take a drink of my shake here. But a few weeks ago, I made a post about doing a prospecting of intensive. I've been working directly with 6 people to help them do our remote prospecting method, refine it, get it up, take action, get things going. Now, Daryl has a couple of different wins here, and I want to talk about each one and kind of point out how it relates to everybody else here, because I think everyone on this call, we have a lot of different training on our video prospecting method. So you can find it in a bunch of different places. So you can absolutely go out and do exactly what Daryl did. There's no reason that anyone on this call couldn't do this. But the reason I want to talk a little bit about each one here. So the first win is a $750 pre-built website to a plumber. So Daryl has some existing clients, and he had some other wins where we targeted his existing clients. But this plumber win right here, this is not the typical business that Daryl works with. This plumber had no idea who he was, had no idea about anything about him. And Daryl made a little video and sent it to the plumber. This is the first one Daryl did, the first video he made as part of the prospecting intensive. He sent it to the plumber, and the plumber was like, yeah, I'll take it, $750. So what I think is really unique about what Daryl did here, and we're going to be working this into some of the things when we talk about this in the future, but the way Daryl was able to sell a pre-built website was, one, he found a plumber that had an existing site, but it was really crappy. So he didn't go for someone that didn't have a website. He went for a plumber that had an existing website, but the website was really crappy. And in the video, what Daryl did was he told the plumber, he said, hey, look, I was doing a Google search. I noticed you're not on the front page of Google. I looked around and I thought, well, why is that? You have good reviews. Like, why are you not showing up on the first page of Google? And when I went to your website, this is what I saw. Like, this is a pretty basic website. It's only got a bare minimal information. And when I went back to this search page and I looked at, I'm assuming these are your competitors, like, look at their websites. Their websites are this, and this. Like, whenever somebody, like, having a good website will help you show up better for these terms. And, normally doing something like this is expensive, but I've got a great deal for you. And here's the thing. I hired a new web designer as part of the test project. I had him build a plumbing website. Now I've got this plumbing website. I don't need it. This is what it looks like. He showed him the plumbing website in the video. He's like, this is the exact website you'll be buying from me. And because it's already built, I can get rid of it at a really great price, only $750. That was basically the video he did. So able to sell a pre-built website through the video, didn't have to cold call anybody, didn't have to talk to anybody directly, just did it all through the little video stuff. So that win, I think, is huge. And if you're out there and you're like, look, you haven't been doing prospecting because you're just afraid to pick up the phone, you don't want to have an awkward conversation, like, learning that video prospecting method is a great way to develop your ability to talk to potential clients and develop your sales skills without actually having to talk to real people. So this is a great example. First one he made, sent out, bam, booked a client. And we've had that experience has happened to a lot of people. Now, the second one's here. He also upsold 2 existing Amazon PPC clients to basic monthly SEO at $1,000 a month for their Shopify store. So if you have existing clients, the way that you can, this is what I told Daryl to do. I said, look, you should go to all your existing clients and just see what else they have going on. I mean, mainly what he does is Amazon pay-per-click, but I was like, they've got to have other stuff. Like, they're probably not just doing Amazon. So he went and looked at what they had going on outside of Amazon, just shot a quick video and said, hey, I noticed, like, you have this Shopify store over here and it doesn't look like it's doing very good. It's not showing up. I can help you with that. And he was able to sell a couple of clients that way as well. So these little video prospecting things work great, whether you're targeting your existing clients, whether you're targeting people that you meet out in the world, or whether you're targeting totally cold clients. And these are 2 great examples of the wins here. So Sandy, do you ever do any of the video prospecting?
I've done a little bit, not as much as I need to. I've really been focusing on 9x12, and so we're going to get to that.
Yeah. Well, and it's really awesome. There's a couple of people in the intensive that are doing the 9x12 as well, so I have some insight on that for you as well. So awesome work, Daryl. Okay, next up, Cody Weaver. He got an insurance agent, $575 a month ads management, a wedding venue, $380 for website hosting, a nonprofit logo design, $150. He upsold a current client to SMS Drip SMS campaign, $50 a month. He also set up an auto shop, Facebook pages for all new locations that they acquired, $100 a page, $700 total. Awesome work, Cody. Yeah. Cody's been crushing it. Like, I see his stuff on Facebook all the time, and he's out there taking action and really getting after it. So great stuff. Next up, Brandon Stewart closed a deal with a commercial painting contractor, $497 a month package, which includes website and management, a chat bot, and review management. About 30 minutes later, he received a call from someone who found him on Google, resulting in another closed deal for $297 a month website package. Awesome stuff. I see some fine print there. What does that say? Starting December, all website packages are now recurring. Each comes with a variety of features, including add-ons and automation via high level. Oh, awesome. So a little insight in what he's doing moving forward. So awesome stuff, Brandon. So the team over at Mina Marketing, a few wins from the last month. We had a 5K pest control Google ad campaign, a $600 website security package to a solar company, $1,000 SEO to an e-com biz, $500 Google ad increase to a general contractor, $1,500 a month Google ad, and $500 a month SEO package to a car rental company. So knocking them down right and left over there. So awesome stuff to the Mina Marketing team. Another example, we practice what we preach, right? With all the stuff we talk about in Offline Sharks, that we are like, hey, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. It's all stuff we're doing in our actual business and seeing results with. So that is a grand total of $18,174 for the week of December 14th through the 20th. So far, for the entire year of 2024, you've reported $1,081,870 since the start of 2024. So awesome work, everybody. Way to go. Congratulations. Let's get those last end of the year wins in, and then we can hit 2025 going strong. All right, I'm going to pull this down, and we're going to do a couple of other things, Sandy, and then we'll give away a prize, and then we're going to talk a little bit about what you got going on with the 9x12. How's that sound?
Okay. Sounds good.
Awesome. So I just wanted to do a couple of shout outs to our accountability partners. So a big shout out to everybody in the 100K club that's doing their accountability check-ins. Dorn, Kristen, John, Mark, Tom, James, Curtis, Sandy, Jacqueline, Janice. There is a huge correlation between results and how consistent people are with these check-ins. And just, you can, if you're not in the 100K club, you can just use the main Facebook group for this. But just making a weekly post about what you got going on, what you're working on, what you're planning to do, what you're planning to get done, even if no one responds to it and you're just talking to the air, can have a drastic impact on your ability to keep moving forward, right? And to hold yourself accountable and keep pushing forward. So even if you're not in the 100K club, I'd recommend you do something like this in the main Facebook group. So big shout out to these people for staying consistent. Also, big shout out to our Remote Millionaires Agency Evolution members that are staying accountable, Mr. Mark and Jerry. Mark is also in the Prospecting Intensive, and he's been doing some amazing videos around people that he comes in contact just as he's out and about in the world and having things done. I think he had some people over to his house to do some blind work, and after it was over, he sent him a video and was like, hey, I just wanted to say thank you for coming, blah, 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 blah. And they're going to be hiring him for some marketing services come the beginning of the year. So really, really great stuff. You'll get a response in the group, but I'm just saying, even if nobody did respond, all right? So congratulations to Mark and Jerry for keeping their check-ins going. All right, let's do a giveaway for the holiday extravaganza. I just love saying that, Sandy. Let's see. Let's do a $25 Amazon gift card. So, how do I want to do this? I think what I am going to do today is I'm going to ask some questions, okay? And if you can answer the first one to answer the question correctly that I see in the feed, okay? Look, I don't want any flack about, oh, I answered before them, or whoever I see as first in the feed, or whoever I figure out as first in the feed, I am going to give them a $25 gift card. So I haven't even asked the question. Look, people are already putting in answers. I love this. That's great. Bill says no litigation. That's right. Let's keep the holiday spirit going. So here's my first question for a $25 Amazon gift card. What year did I put out my first product? We've actually been sending some emails about this over the past couple of days, and we're going to talk to Sandy about it. But what year did I put out my first product teaching people how to get clients? John, let's see. No. Oh, Curtis Burns. Curtis Burns got it. 2015. That's right. 2015, Curtis. Can you believe it has been, my God, almost 10 years since that first course came out? Pretty crazy. We actually sent some emails. That course hasn't been available for, gosh, a long time. And we decided to make it available. We'll talk about that here again in a minute. You know what? Let's do this. For even in the little video that we were emailing out, I said, let's go talk to 2015 Tom so he can tell you what's going on. Jimmy says, that's what I meant, 2015. Nice try. Nice try. Oh, Dorn says, in that product isn't it? I look pretty chunky in that video, don't I, Dorn? Yeah. Well, you know, what's amazing about that course is, like, that method is just like so good today. It's just as good today as it was back then. Like, it really is an evergreen prospecting method. And, you know, there's just like, well, and as you'll hear from Sandy, like, Sandy, you're doing the mailers today, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. And well, why don't you tell people what's your kind of experience with that?
So I bought Tom's course about a year ago, and I sat on it for a while. And then March of 2024, I actually had enough courage to start contacting people. And so I went and I tried three things, Tom. The three things were, first, I tried to send out emails. Then I tried sending some videos. And then I said, okay, that's not working. I'm going to go knock on some doors. So when I got my success with the first card, it was because I knocked on doors. I went to businesses. Internally, I didn't want to do it because I thought, oh, this is not respectful. I should really make an appointment. Well, they didn't want to talk to me on the phone, so I had to go knock on the door. And when I did that, I started having some real success with it.
Yeah, you know, and that's a pretty that story fits really well, or your experience ties really well in with my experience too. Like, and I was just reading something from somebody the other day, a pretty successful person, and they were talking about this exact process. I know for a long time, I used to beat myself up because I wasn't like, I either procrastinated on taking action, or I was trying to find the easy way. Right? Like, I was only willing to do what I considered easy stuff. Like you were talking about with email. Like, I'll just want to email because I didn't really want to do that other stuff. Just seemed kind of hard, and there had to be a better way to do it, right? Yeah. And it wasn't until I really got past all that, and I was just like, hey, like, I need to go out and generate some clients, and I just did whatever was necessary. And actually, you know, that course that I put out in 2015 was a direct result of that. Because what happened for me was I just made the decision. I'm like, look, I'm just going to get up. I'm going to go walk into businesses. I'm going to show them this thing. I'm going to do it. And in 7 days, I got 16 businesses to sign up for that first card.
That's great.
Yeah. So it was like $500 a spot. I think I had a couple spots that were like $250. So, but I had 16 businesses now that had actually given me money, and I didn't have any, I didn't know how to do the designs. I didn't know how to do the ads, and I couldn't do the printing. So, this was my plan, and this was why I picked this as the method early on, was because I had I had no money. And that's why I went into the businesses, because I couldn't really do anything else. Like, I didn't have money to do ads or anything like that. Pardon me. And so my plan was to just make the sale. I just need to make the sale and get the money. And once I get the money, then I'll worry about the other stuff. And so I had everybody give me like half of the money up front. And once I had collected a couple of deposits, then I went on Upwork and I found a designer to design my ads. And then I found a printer that could do the printing. And so I just used the money that I collected to fund the whole operation. So I didn't have to spend any money out of my own pocket to do it. And at the end of the day, I ended up making around $3,000 in profit, I think, something like that. But more importantly, I had 16 new clients.
Yep.
Right? What was your, so how many cards have you done, Sandy?
2.5.
That is fantastic. No, like anything over 1, I think is awesome.
So basically, I did that one in March. I struggled with it, Tom. I'm going to be very candid with you, but I got it done, and I made some money. And then I went out the next month, and I was going to try to do it again. And I don't know what, and it had to be me because I don't think the market was that bad. So it had to be me. I struggled with that. So I reinvented myself a little bit, and convinced myself that this was viable and I could make it happen. I did my second card, and that was successful, and I made about $5,000 on that. So yeah, and one of my customers was a sandwich shop, and he got 138 coupons redeemed at his store because of what we did. And some others had, that was awesome. I mean, I actually asked around to find out from people who do this on a regular basis, is that good? You know, and everybody said, oh my God, yeah, that's great. You know, so,
yeah, that's great.
so that was fun, and that motivated me. So I was going to put another one out this month. And what I found, and it's not Sandy this time, but what I found was that this was not a great time and it was too tight. It takes me about 2.5 weeks to get my customers in and paid. Sometimes the payment lags a little bit. And what I'm learning there is I was doing deposits and then trying to go get the balance. Now I'm getting it up front.
Yeah, that's great.
Because because $500 to $750, that is not a lot for most local businesses, really. To get 10,000 or 15,000 cards, mailed, get that kind of exposure, they get it. So I wish I could have done it this month. It's coming out in probably the middle of January, which I'm okay with, and that's what I'm telling them. It's still enough time for them because January and February can be tougher times. They also have budgets that are good at that time, so for marketing, so it should be okay.
Yeah, and there's a couple really great things you shared there, and I think for anybody who's picked up the course or looking to do this or struggled to do one of these, one is like when I was doing my first card, I had struggles too. Like, yes, I sold 16 spots in 16 days, but in 7 days, but like I don't want you guys to think that it was just like all smooth sailing. Like it was there were bumps in the road, there were like lots of things I had to figure out, and just really it came down to like grit and determination to just get it done. Like, here's the thing about the card. Once you sell that first spot, you really don't have any choice but to finish it.
That's right.
Right? Like, which I know that scares a lot of people, and they think, but like, this is where I think you find out what your entrepreneur chops are, because as an entrepreneur, you will constantly be faced with things that you just have to get done. Like, there's no, like, what are your options? The options are, once I sell a few spots, I'm either going to give all that money back or I finish the thing. And like, as an entrepreneur, you just have to figure it out and finish the thing. So I think those struggles and things are normal. And as when you do anything the first time, it feels awkward. It just always feels awkward when you're doing anything new for the first time. And so as you do it more and you get going, it gets a little easier. Now, I also like, when it comes to the card, like there are certain things that I lump it, like, and I talked about this in a post not long ago where I was talking about, if you don't have any clients, stop trying to figure out what you're going to do when you have 100 clients and just worry about getting your first client. To me, the card is one of those things. Like the mailer was never really something that I saw myself doing forever. It was something I was using early on to get traction so that I could sell other things and eventually move away from it, right? So I think there are things like that out there. The thing about the mailer is it just works. It's like I have not found, there's almost nothing else I found that can result in me like just talking to a business owner and getting a check right then and there, like the mailer does. Like it really is that powerful, don't you think?
Oh, I do. And here's the thing too. Once you do this and you actually engage in a conversation with a business owner, it's not as bad as you conjure it up to be.
Yeah.
You know, everybody says, oh my God, I can't do that. It's too difficult, but it isn't. Just go in there and be a fellow business owner and talk to them straight about what you're doing. And when they see the beauty of the card, because Tom, the template that you included in the package is really good. So I found that once I actually had something to show them, it was great. And I took that model that you had and I started creating ads and I pasted them on a 9x12 card, right? So that they could see what it would look like until I had something. Now I have two nice looking cards that I can show people and it really makes a difference. And I don't know if you still have samples available, but if you do, folks, and you want to do this, order them from Tom because they are nice. They show sizes and they show an actual completed card. They're not real ads, but they look like they are. You still have those?
We do still have those. So you know what's really funny is that the first card I had, I went to Office Max and I had them print the thing out in a 9x12 size, and I just had it laminated. Yeah, because I wanted it like, and so I would take these laminated sheets and the first thing everybody would say is they would be like, are you going to mail these laminated cards? And I was like, no. This is just an example. I just wanted you to see the size and what the ad sizes are. Like, it's not going to be laminated. I actually had a card that someone else did in like, I think it was from like Alabama. And I was like, this is what it'll look like printed. But this was from Alabama. And so that's how I did it. But yeah, I'll talk about the samples in a minute. Another thing that you mentioned there, and I think this is important too, and I saw another question about Valentine's Day, and someone posted in the group too about possibly doing a card for New Year's Eve. Here's the best piece of advice I can give you for this is this. This card really resonates at the beginning of the year. Like, people are fired up about getting more business and doing all that. But I strongly recommend that you do not try to tie it to an exact date, because when you're doing your first card, your first couple of cards, you're going to run into bumps in the road and you don't want to be tied to a definite deadline. So what Sandy said there about, I just told them like, it's, my plan is to send it out at the middle of January or the end of January. That way you have a little wiggle room if things aren't like working out the way you thought, and you can go to everybody and say, hey, looks like it's not going to be the end of January or going to be the beginning of February. So I highly recommend you don't tie it to a date. You just give them a general thing. Because sure enough, if you try to do, like the first time I tried to do a Christmas card, I had this one spot and man, I could not get anyone to buy that spot to save my life. Eventually I just had to put a free ad there because I was like, I had to get it out because it was Christmas. So that's the downside to doing that. So I would try, like, I think it's better to tie it to like quarterly is what I would do. So I had like a beginning of the year. There was like a spring one, a summer one, and a winter one. That way you're not tied to those initial holidays. So I want to give away another $25 Amazon gift card, and we'll take some questions too. If you have any questions about this, ask in here. By the way, I'm going to put below the video. So we released. Well, where did it go? We decided to make my original course from 2015 available again at the original price. So if you go to this link, offlinesharks.com/CCMS, you will see my original, that's the original sales page. I updated the video with a little intro, but you'll see the original video. And right now you can grab this thing for only $9.97. Now, Sandy mentioned samples. So when you buy the front end product, we do have an upgrade offer that is gigantic package of templates and other materials that I have built out over the years of doing this since 2015 that you can get as well. And part of that package is we will send you 12 sample cards. And this is here, I'll show you these. This is what you get. So it's you'll get them in this priority mail envelope. Let me get these out of here. If I can get these out of here.
I saw
There's
that
so
coming.
many of them. That's okay. So here's what you get. So these are printed like your cards will actually be printed. And inside the course, I give you recommendations for designers. We have some great 9x12 designers already in our Offline Sharks Facebook group that you can use. Plus, we talk about printing. I recommend some printers. So we have you all covered. But this is the actual, this is a generic card. So this is not branded to us. It's just branded to Shop Local. And all the ads are generic so that you can show someone this. So you get 10 of these and you get 2 of these cards, which are just show the ad sizes. And there's a little trick in there too about how I use this to get past the, I'll just share this with you real quick. A lot of times when you're going out, like nobody wants to be the first person on the card. So what I would do is I would take Post-it notes and I knew like, I'm going to go to these 5 businesses today. So I would take 3 of the businesses, write their names, and I would just put them in different spots with Post-it notes. And then when I walked into my first business, I would say, this is what I'm doing. This is the card. And I would never say anything about the Post-it notes, but the person would just assume that those were businesses that were already on the card. They never asked me about them. They never said, are those advertisers? Like I would just show them the card and then, but I never had the question of like, who else is on here or whatever. So that was a little trick I used to get the first people on. But anyway, so you get those. So you get 2 of those. You get 2 of those in a sample pack, and you get 10 of the cards, and that's with the upgrade. If you take the upgrade, and there's a ton of other templates and different card things and stuff inside there as well. So,
can I just say that until you get your own card done, you really need that.
It does make a difference.
It makes a huge difference, and people aren't going to ask you who's on the card. It just doesn't happen. Yeah. All they care about is how's this going to work and what size is my ad. What I learned was I charged the same price for every ad. I didn't have a different price for different sizes, and that was fine too. People didn't mind that. Now what I've gone to, honestly, is all my ads are the same size. I just decided that was the way I was going to do my card, and you can have your designer do that. It's not a problem.
Yeah. So I'm going to answer some of these questions, but we got to give away some prizes. So I'm going to give away another $25 Amazon gift card. So here's the question. If you've been in our community for a long time, when I originally put this course out, I had a brand for my mailer card. If you can tell me the name of my mailer brand, what I called my card, then I will send you a $25 Amazon gift card. I think I might have one over here. Let me look and see. Okay, does anybody know the name of the brand? Oh, Dorn. Dorn was the first in there. Look at that. Oh, whoops. Hold on. Dorn, where'd you go? There it is. That's right. Dakine Coupons was my original brand for my mailer. Now, when we went over to doing Hawaii Thrive, we branded them under Hawaii Thrive. So this is a Hawaii Thrive mailer that we use with our hawaiithrive.com site. But yeah, Dakine Coupons. For those of you that don't know, Dakine is a word in Hawaiian that means it's kind of like thingamajig. So the locals use it when they can't think of a word. So they'll say, Dakine, the Dakine, like hand me the Dakine when they can't, just like you would say, hand me the thingamajig, the deal over there. So anyway, I use Dakine Coupons as my brand. That was actually our first community site. And then we eventually rebranded to Hawaii Thrive. So excellent work, Dorn. You got a $25 gift card coming. All right. Let's do another. We got 2 more Amazon gift cards, and then I'm going to give away some golden tickets. So the golden tickets are, you can get any one of our courses that are these values. So we got one for $297, one for $497, one for $997. All right. So let's see. 2 more Amazon gift cards. Let me think of a good question here. Oh, I'm going to keep it. To. Actually, I'll make an easy one. Here's an easy one. For a $25 Amazon gift card, we recently rebranded our agency in Hawaii. What is the name of the agency now? First one to put it in. $25 Amazon gift card. You got to put the whole name. Dorn, you already won a prize. Oh, Nye. Oh, no. Hold on. It looks like, who's first in my list here? Dan Lesser. Mina Marketing. That's right. Mina Marketing. And a little more Hawaiian info for you. Mina is a type of bird. The Mina bird is a Hawaiian bird. So that's why we picked that. So Mina Marketing. So we got Dan. Cameron, I just want to make sure somebody on the team is marking down who's winning what. So we've got Dan, Dorn, and Curtis all won some gift cards. All right, let's do one more $25 Amazon gift card. And you know what? For this one, I am going to do this. I'm going to play, so we can get it in here, our favorite Friday song.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money.
Dollar. Ching, bling, bling, cut the chatter. You ain't talking money, then you're talking no matter.
Here comes the money.
Whoops, we almost got a double play there. All right, so I need another good question here. Let me think of a good one. Okay, we'll see who's really been following what Nick and I do. So Nick recently welcomed a new member into his family. She's now a year old. Can you believe a year has already passed?
Wow.
If you can tell me the name of Nick's new addition, I'll send you a $25 Amazon gift card. Darla. Congratulations, Darla. That's right, Ava. Darla is the winner of our final $25 Amazon gift card. Congratulations. I love it. Somebody said baby Nick. I love it, Tyler. I love it. Yeah, a year already, Sandy. A year already, Ava. Congratulations, wow. Darla. All right, so that's our Amazon gift card. Next up, we're going to give away some golden tickets that you can use to get various courses that we offer. We have different prices of courses. So if you win the $297, you can get anything $297, $497, $97. We'll do those in a second. But I did want to address a couple of questions that I saw up here. So somebody asked, do you have to go in the business or can you do this remotely? It is a big advantage if you can actually go into businesses if needed. I have sold spots and stuff just through email and things like that. But honestly, it's really after I've built up some reputation and things like that. So it is an advantage if you can actually go into the business. I'm not saying it's impossible, but like I would feel much better if you were doing it that way. Somebody asked me, what about outside the USA? Well, it's very simple outside the USA. So all you'll have to do if you're not in the USA is look at what you're printing and what your mailing would cost, and then just adjust your pricing accordingly. So some countries have programs similar to Every Door Direct Mail, which is like a discount mailing thing here in the US, but not all countries do. So one thing you can do is look and see if there's anything similar in your country. And then two, if there's not, you just go, oh, okay, well, what will my printing be? What will my mailing cost be? And then you can set your pricing accordingly. Because you're doing the card co-op, like if you're in a country where mailing is expensive. Because this card is co-op, you're going to be able to offer the person bigger reach at a way better price than they're going to find anywhere else. So don't be worried that your pricing may seem higher than what we have here in the US. For your area, it's probably going to be a really great bargain basement price for somebody. Let me look at some other questions here. Somebody mentioned like what they said that the templates that they got in the course were different from the sample cards. Yes, and that's on purpose. So the templates, like the Photoshop files and the Illustrator files that you get in the course to give to a designer, those are the ones that I actually had built out by my designer. So those use my Decline coupon card, but you don't want to do your card as Decline coupons. So we created sample cards that were generic so that no matter what your branding was, it would fit in with what you're doing. Now, I think now inside the coupon cash system Unleashed, which is the upgrade offer, we have all of the templates for the ads that are on those sample cards. And I think we may even have the templates for the sample cards themselves if you want to use that style. We've added that as we built all that out. So hopefully that'll help there. All right. Yes, I would start with my local neighborhood zip code. Yes, much better easier to do in your own backyard. And I'd start with businesses that you frequent. Start there. Okay, let's give away a $297 Offline Sharks golden ticket for the holiday extravaganza. Jamal, that's a great question. Let me just answer this real quick. There are not a lot of upgrades to this. You can get the course, which will tell you everything you need, show you how to do it all. You can even do what I did, just print up a sheet, have it laminated to use for sample cards. You don't have to do all this stuff, have the samples necessarily, but they do help. But I think the upgrade with all the huge package of templates and all that stuff is like $197. But it has all kinds of things, contracts. There's all kind like flyers, letters, all different kinds of things that we've used over the years to sell this and build it out. And you get multiple templates of different cards with different ad layouts and things like that. So definitely worth it. And that's the only upgrade that's there. So there's not like a bunch of other upgrades or anything like that. Okay. All right. So let's give away a $297 Offline Sharks golden ticket. Here's what I'm going to do for this one. So we recently released a course with Paul James. If you can tell me the name of that course, you will win a golden ticket for $297 to use for any Offline Sharks courses you would like. And anybody tell me what the name of this is our last release that we did with Offline Sharks. Oli, that's right. Oli got it. Emergency cash machine. Fantastic. Oli, congratulations. A golden ticket for $297. Awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Okay. Actually, wait. I think the last name is wrong there. Hold on. It's Emergency Cash. It wasn't Machine. That's okay. Oli, I'm still going to give you a $297 golden ticket. But I see down here that who was next on my list? Jamil got the actual name, Emergency Cash Shortcut. ECS, Emergency Cash Shortcut. So, Jamil, you are the proud winner of a $497 Offline Sharks golden ticket. Congratulations. So we've got them. All right, let's do a $997 golden ticket. Then we're going to do a treasure chest. Then I'm going to rapid fire through some questions, and we're going to wrap up this holiday extravaganza. So if you have any questions for Sandy, if you have any questions for me, make sure you put them in the chat, and I'll go through those here in a minute. So for a $997 Offline Sharks golden ticket, let's see. What is going to be a good question for this one? I know what we're going to do. Okay. So we have a coaching program, a higher end coaching program. If you can tell me the name of our higher end coaching program, I'm going to give you a $997 offline Sharks golden ticket. Wood chip, David says wood chip question. Oh, 100K club's not the higher end. Dorn, you already won one. Dorn's like, I want it all.
Yeah.
I want it all.
It's like insider trading too.
Yeah, so I see. Let me look up the list here. Who got this first? Dorn says, but I cheat. Yes. Let me look up here. All right. So I see Russell Prisco. Russell Prisco got Remote Millionaires. Yeah, so we have Remote Millionaires and we have Agency Evolution by Remote Millionaires. So Russell, you get a $997 Offline Sharks golden ticket. Remote Millionaires, that's a good one. And Cameron, I'm going to give one of these away to the person that said Agency Evolution too. So where are they? I think it was, let me see. I think it was John. Yeah. John Hardiman also gets an Offline Sharks golden ticket worth $997. John, congratulations. The two of you. Man, Santa is slinging right now, Sandy. Santa is slinging.
Yeah.
Okay. We got one more thing to do. We've got a treasure chest to give away. Then I'm going to go through your questions. So the treasure chest, we're going to do a little different. We're going to do our traditional Aloha Friday marketing jam session giveaway. So here's what I need you to actually, before I do this, because this is going to blow up the chat. Let me look through the comments and see any questions here. Hold on. Let me look and see if I... Somebody said we're booting Dorn. That's great. Let me go up here. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any questions before we load this up. Dorn wanted to know, hey, Sandy, how many routes are there in Bangor, Maine that you can go after for EDDM?
So what I did was I did upscale. They had to be $45,000 neighborhoods or better. And there were 14.
14. Wow. That's great.
Yeah. And I'm also working adjacent towns now. So I'm doing like a 7-town mailer. So that means I deal with 7 post offices, but it's okay. That's part of rural life.
Yeah. Well, I did some mailers in other areas of Maui, and I had to go to different post offices as well. So it's not as bad as you think. Yeah.
No, it's not.
Russell, so this is the original coupon mailer system I put out. So Coupon Cash System Unleashed was like a huge, like all the stuff that I'd added and created as time went on. But this is just the original course I released, just teaching the method, very straightforward, very to the point, showing you exactly how I did it, how I got it off the ground, I mean, even when I didn't have sample cards or anything like that. So I talked about that. We answered those. Okay. All right. So let's do for our treasure chest. If you guys put in, let me get this showing here. Just put in hashtag gifts and we will do a random drawing. The winner of that drawing will get one of these awesome Offline Sharks treasure chests. Also, if you have any last minute questions, you can throw those in. This has been an awesome holiday extravaganza. Sandy, I really appreciate you coming here and hanging out with me and sharing your experience with the mailers. I mean, that's really awesome. Can
I say one last thing though?
Yeah.
The importance of this people don't understand. And I think you said it a couple of times. I just want to reiterate it. And that is once you have these customers, There are other things you can sell them. I've learned to become a print broker, meaning I don't do anything other than broker an an order that I send to a printer, and I get paid for it. And that you can do because you have a relationship with the customer that you got through your 9x12.
Yeah, and that print brokering, that's something I think I might even talk about in the course about how you do that and how to set that up. So
Yep.
very, very easy. It requires nothing from you. Like you're literally just the middleman. But yeah, a really great way to generate some extra income. All right, here we go. We're going to do our drawing for our treasure chest. The excitement. The excitement. The winner of the Offline Sharks Transfer, Daz. Congratulations, Daz. You're the winner. Someone from the team is going to reach out to you so we can get your address and get this sent to you. So congratulations. Happy holidays. A big happy holidays to all you and everybody who won something. If you have any last minute questions, pop them in. Let me just check here and make sure. Okay. All right. Let me just check, make sure I'm not missing anything here from the team. Don't see anything. Okay. All right. Good. And then I saw a question came in that said, is there any time you would avoid? So, David, no. I mean, I think the beginning of the year is probably the best time to get one of these going. Like people are excited about getting new business. A lot of times budgets are reset. I just find people are a little more willing to extend you a chance at the beginning of the year. The only thing that I would avoid is trying to tie it to direct things. So like I would not try to do a Valentine's Day mailer. I would not try to do a Christmas mailer. I would just keep it more general. So you have more leg room to work with in case something does go wrong, because you don't want to box yourself in a corner. And
something could go wrong. So.
Yes, and something could go wrong. Sandy, I saw somebody ask earlier when you mentioned that you made $5,000 off one of the mailers. Was that gross or was that net? Was that the profit or was that the total for the card?
That was the profit.
That was the profit.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's a good Christmas right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Sandy, I'm a large and my favorite color is red. So whatever you're going to get me, just I'll get you my address after.
This has been fun, Tom. I appreciate being here.
Yeah, this has been great. I know I do have a member of the week I need to announce, so let me do that real quick. I almost forgot that, but I do want to give a big shout out because super awesome to see the results that this shark was getting this week. So a big shout out to our member of the week, Mr. Daryl Patterson. He followed through with the guidance from the prospecting intensive. He took action, not even a lot of action. This is actually the very first video he made and sent out, turned into a $750 sale. So congratulations, Daryl. Awesome work. Amazing to see the stuff you're doing and where you're going. So big shout out to Daryl, our member of the week. Oli says, what % of the mailers are repeat customers? How much churn is there? So Oli, I had over half of once I did the first one, once I did the first mailer, over half were usually repeat customers. So for instance, here, I will show you a couple things from the Hawaii Thrive thing. It might be hard to see this, but this pizza place, they were on my very first mailer and they had been on every mailer since. This Kihei Automotive, they were on my first mailer and had been on every mailer since. So these two were repeat on this side. Let's see, let me look on the side here. Okay. CSI Carpet Cleaners, they were repeat, have been on a lot of mailers. This window cleaning company down here at the bottom, they had been on almost every mailer that I've done. Also, this electrician right here had been on almost every mailer that I done. And you know what's interesting? That little electrician ad that you're looking at right there, that electrician got a $30,000 commercial project from that little ad.
Nice.
Like that little, like not a fancy looking ad, but a $30,000 commercial along with a ton of other smaller jobs. So he was on every one as well. So yeah, once you get this thing going, you do have repeat customers, and it's not, you're not starting from zero and having to fill 14 spots every time. So great question. Great question. JC says, how do you make business owners trust you? JC, do what you say. Great communication, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Be authentic and upfront. Don't try to BS people, right? Like when you're like, I just went to people and said, look, I'm a local business owner here. I'm going to do this direct mailer. I want to get a bunch of other businesses together. If we do it this way, we can all save some money. Like, this is what I'm doing. I just showed it to them. I didn't try to hype it up, anything like that, right?
And
Now,
don't make any guarantees about
yes,
what they're going to get for performance. The only thing you can guarantee is that you're going to mail them to 10,000 or 15 or whatever you're doing, 5,000 even, whatever the number is. But don't give them an expectation that it's going to save their business or something like that, because, that's not going to happen.
yeah. And, every business is different. And, sometimes their offers are crappy. Like if you see an offer is not good, you might want to say, hey, you might want to try a different offer. Like I always tell people, look, this is a kind of a shotgun form of marketing. Like we're going to send this out to 10,000 residents, but if you're a general contractor and you're looking to get bathroom remodels, I have no idea how many of those 10,000 people need their bathroom remodeled or even actively looking. But what I do know is people take this card and save it. They usually put it on their fridge. So if by chance something happens and they do decide to remodel their bathroom, you have a good chance of being top of mind and right there. So I would do things like that. I know you said you had the sandwich place. They had like 138. Yep. I had a similar experience with that pizza place because I went in and was like, well, how many have you gotten? And he's like, I don't know. Let me check. And he brought out this like Pendaflex, and he just started like taking handfuls out. He'd gotten like over 300.
Oh my God.
And they were, it was a $5 off a large pizza, and they didn't even deliver. Like that means 300 people brought that thing to the place.
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. But
wow.
Let me look down here. Oh, Ann says, but you were looking for time. Is this about any times to avoid? Do you mean like prospecting? Is that what he's talking about?
Oh, well, if you're calling on restaurants, and I would recommend that you get some restaurants, don't do it at mealtime. Don't do it at 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, noontime. Wait till about 2, because that's when things slow down a little bit for the owner. Other businesses, just about any time, really.
Yeah, I'm with you. As a former restaurant manager, I know the frustration of when somebody comes in during the lunch rush and is trying to sell you something and you're busy. Like between 2 and 5 is usually the best time there. Think about when the business is busy, that type of stuff. But yeah, I just think about that. But for the most part, you can be pretty good. Jamil, can you send in a ticket to offlinesharks.com/support with this question, and then we can get back to you on that. Jason says, so Jason, yes, the team will be working through the holidays. Like there may be a little bit of slower time with just some days right around Christmas, but we're here. We're not going anywhere. We're not going on hiatus. So we will be around. Let's see. I just want to make sure we didn't get any other questions in here. Okay. Yeah, Dorn, that's a good point. It's exposure, not results.
Yes.
Yep. So awesome stuff. Well, look, hey, Sandy, again, thanks for coming and hanging out. It's awesome. This was a great holiday extravaganza. I hope you guys had fun. Congratulations to the winners. Everybody have a safe and happy holiday. I'm going to, let's see, when I see you again. Yeah, so we will be here next Friday on the 27th. Same shark time, same shark channel. So show up. Thanks again for hanging out. Congratulations to everybody. If you need anything from us, hit us up at support or in the Facebook group. Happy holidays, everybody. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you, Tom. It's been great.
Thanks, Andy. Awesome having you on.
You've been watching the Aloha Marketing Jam session. We've helped thousands just like you start and scale their businesses. If you'd like our help to grow your business, go to the link on your screen now and let us know how we can help you. Don't forget to like, comment, and share this stream. We'll be back here next Friday for another live show. Until then, aloha.